Just so proud, just what a great basketball game, and just so proud of my team for, again, just being resilient down the stretch and just finding a way to win. A lot of credit to Georgia Tech. They're a great team. They've been playing some great basketball here as of late, and I hope they get some consideration. But that was a hard-fought basketball game by both teams.
Questions? Right here in the front row on the right.
Mark Berman, the Roanoke Times. For the players, you're down 8 with 8 minutes to go. What's kind of the mindset at that point, and then what did you think you started doing better on offense and defense in the final 8 minutes there?
More than anything was just getting stops. Clawing back with against a team like that would be very difficult if we weren't getting stops, if we weren't being disciplined on that end. And then on the offensive end, kind of running the plays strategically, being disciplined about the plays that we do run, and taking care of the ball and taking good shots.
Yeah, and I would just go along with say, like, the last 8 minutes was just very sharp. It was sharper than the first half, so that allowed us to get stops, not allowing Pan to get wide open shots, and just like making sure that we were finishing the possession with the box and board.
Second row on the left over here.
Jim Sumner, Duke Basketball Report. Question for Coach. For much of the game, Francisca Pond was lighting you guys up. Down the stretch, nothing. Did you change the way you were guarding her, or did she just run out of gas, or what do you think happened?
Our whole MO is just to chase her around all night, really face guard her, almost like camp defense. Just don't let her touch the ball, because every time she touches it, she can elevate over some of our smaller guards. She'll run you off a ball screen. So we were really, really, really trying our hardest not to let her touch the ball. And maybe she just got worn out a little bit at the end, I mean, she's a fantastic player. So for us to have to really just take a man out of help side and completely face guard, it says a lot about her game. But we're fortunate, I mean, she's a great player, but I felt like we try to keep some fresh bodies on her and just try to wear her down a little bit.
The front row here to the right.
Lauren, you took the big charge with 7 seconds to go. How did that play unfold from your point of view? And also, you had some big baskets in the closing minutes. What was kind of your mindset there in terms of trying to be assertive inside?
My MO going into the postseason was, this is my last year, to just leave it all out there on the court. So in the last couple seconds of the game, I just knew that, taking charge is kind of my thing. So I just saw her driving, and I knew to get my feet planted because I didn't get a call earlier in the game because I wasn't set. So just making sure I was set, and I stood straight up and just, fall.
Right here on the left.
A question for the players. You guys were very efficient in the fourth quarter at the end of the shot clock. There are a number of, I think Tucson hit a 3 with 1 second left in the shot clock. How are you able to, in a tight game like that, run the clock down and still get a good shot at the end like that?
That comes with practice, More than anything, we practice a lot of special situations, end of shot clock, down 3, down 5, down 1 even with a few seconds to go. So that comes with, just reps in practice, and then being disciplined, being focused in the moment.
Right here on the right.
Joanne, what did you like about how you executed your defense in those closing 8 minutes there? Because it seemed like obviously you were really forcing them to take a lot of the shot clock and take late shots there. I
mean, that's all about the team. I heard them every time we came out of a huddle. We were encouraging them. They were talking to each other about just getting stops. And I felt like when we got screened off, people made up for each other and switched on to Pan and just had really good communication down there. And I just felt we held our ground a little bit better.
Go ahead, Mark.
And Joanne, what did you like about, what did you feel you did certain things better on offense in the last 8 minutes there?
Us? Yeah. For sure. Yeah. I mean, Lauren, again, the ball bounces your way every now and then, and we tried to score there. Lauren got the rebound, had to put back. That was huge for us, but everybody throughout the game. And I just felt like we were just a little bit calmer and just a little bit more confident down the stretch the last 8 minutes. And I thought we were screening better. We were taking balls into screens better. We just didn't panic. And I thought the ball went side to side a little bit better those last 8 minutes.
Lauren, when you're down 8 with 8 minutes to go, what do you think at that point? Because obviously they had been in control of the game. They'd had the lead on you for so much of the game. Are you starting to think, geez, maybe this isn't our game? They have our number today, or what's kind of going through either your minds at that point?
Not at 1 second. Like Coach said, every time we were coming out of a huddle, it was like, hey, one step at a time, one step at a time. And like Aaliyah said, we practiced these situations down 5 with a minute left, things like that. So we knew going into this game that it was going to be a hard, physical, tough game, and that we were going to have to fight for everything we got. So in the last 8 minutes, like you said, we just made sure that we were sharp and we executed well on both ends of the floor, and then we came out with the win, so it worked.
Any more questions?
Joanne, I assume you felt, win or lose, you were a safe bet at this point for the NCAA. So I guess how did what was kind of the keys to keeping the guys motivated for this game, knowing that it wasn't like you're playing for your lives here?
It's tournament time. Everybody's trying to win games, and we're fighting whether to get in or get a better seed, whatever it might be. But this isn't a team that's ever going to just rest on their laurels. Like, that's just not who they are, and you can tell that by just the kind of how the game unfolded. Just down most of the game and just fighting to get back. But they want to keep playing. They want to keep winning. And so it's not about what we've already accomplished; it's what's in front of us.
Hang in with Notre Dame tomorrow.
I mean, they're a great team. So for us, our motto has been our effort, our defense, and our rebounding. Our effort, our defense, and our rebounding. And we just got to don't give them too much. Just stay focused on those three things, and we'll take our chances.